Friday, September the 6th, 2013, and we are back live on Louisiana contest tonight. I'm looking forward to it. You can tell these kids are ready. We've had a bit of a weather delay, a rain delay on account of lightning, so it's all right, Perry, so we are about ready for football any moment now. I don't know about you, but it ain't Christmas, but it's my favorite time of the year.
Hey, you know what? It's not that bad. Not quite, I'm a college basketball junkie, so it's not quite much madness, but it's pretty good.
All right, so the teams are breaking the huddle. They're taking the field, and we should be. And here come the Hornets. Of Scotlandville, and the captains for both teams are meeting in midfield for the coin toss.
For McKinley, we got number 1, Heine Harris. Number 4, Patrick Green. No, not number 4. Excuse me. Number 5, Tyron Scott. Number 6, Brandon Butler. And number 22, Joseph
Banks. Coach Signator was talking about Joseph Banks just shortly before the kickoff. He is a coveted prospect, so I'm looking forward to watching him play tonight. Joseph Banks also, he was telling me, is a pretty talented baseball player, so he's got, you know, he covers a little bit of everything over there at McKinley.
Okay. And I'm trying to get numbers on our Scotlandville.
Yeah, I can't get a license plate in that truck either, Barry.
Looks like number 2. That's Darian Williams. That's the quarterback. He's a senior. Number 1, Dontrell Hilliard, he's the high-profile running back out of Scotland. And he's a senior as well. And those are like number 2 captains for the Scotlandville Hornets.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time seeing them over there. You got better eyes than I do, Perry.
Over the classification for the McKinley guys. Heine Harris is a senior. Tyron Scott is a senior. So is Brandon Butler. And rounding out the foursome,
Joseph Banks, who is also a senior.
He's also a senior.
All righty. So there go the captains shaking hands. Scotlandville's captains, as you mentioned, were Dontrell Hilliard, a senior running back, and Darian Williams, the quarterback, also a senior. And folks, we are about ready for football any moment now, and I think I'm almost as excited as these kids are after all that rain delay.
The McKinley Panthers are in their home blue, their blue head to toe. The Scotlandville Hornets are wearing the bright hats with the white jerseys, with black and gold trim, with white pants with black and gold trim as well.
All right, so we're about ready to roll.
McKinley won the toss and elected to receive. Back deep for the Panthers is number 10. That's a good McKinley number there.
Why you say that, Barry?
Was Butler's wearing it tonight. No, correction. Jalen Johnson's wearing it tonight.
All right.
He's an 11th grade wide receiver.
Okay.
That happened to be the number that George Truly wore when he was at McKinley.
I kind of suspected it. Goes deep. Butler has the football. He's moving up to about the 20. He's approaching the. He stopped, stacked up around the 26-yard line.
And number 22 and 83 were on the tackle for the Hornets.
So that was for the Hornets. Sorry, who brought him down?
Jaquan Sims, number 82. I thought I saw number 22, but maybe I didn't get that one right. I don't have him on the roster.
Yeah, it's definitely the press box up here is a long, long way from civilization here.
That's the only time that happens tonight. We got a perfect broadcast.
I'll take that any day of the week, Barry. All right, first down, 10 yards to go. It's time for football.
Here we go.
Here come the Panthers up to the line. They have trips to the right, one receiver lined up left. Under center is the quarterback, number 7, Trevion Alexander. He's calling his signals. He has a running back split to his left. I believe that's Butler. That is not Butler. That is number 5, Tyrone Scott, up to shoot. And he gains, piles, I think, about 3 yards on that play. Actually, the ball was spotted at the 27-yard line to start.
Good inside zone, safe play for the Panthers.
He picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, good gain on first down. A good 2nd and 6. You're in good position as an offensive coordinator.
You get exactly. You get 4 yards on first down. You've nothing to complain about. I think anybody from high school coordinators down to Madden NFL 25 players know that. So here we go. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Trips to the left now for McKinley. One back set to the side of Alexander.
And that's Ken White, who came in at the running back position for the Panthers.
Alexander's going to take off to his left side. He tries to back to the. That was a silly play. Almost was very costly, but the official is ruling that it was a forward pass, that the ball was released at the 31-yard line. Came down. We can see at the 32. That was a good job by the Zebras, number 1. Very, very silly play by Trevion Alexander. He had almost no shot of getting Jalen Johnson that ball. All I can say is it's a good thing the guys in black and white were on their jobs.
You're right, Eric, and he's an 11th grader. He's young, and first game of the year, excited, trying to make something happen, playing in a big rivalry game, and just got a little overzealous there.
Perry, I don't have your coaching knowledge except for the kicking game, but I'll tell you that I would not have even done that on Madden. All right, 3rd down, about showing 7 to go, but it is 3rd and 7. Ball is right at the 30-yard line. We have a whistle, and we have an illegal procedure. We have a false start against.
Moved a little early, and that's number 69, Assam Obi.
I like that name, Assam Obi. I like that name. As long as it's not Sirhan. I like when you have the first and last names so don't match it up. Something cool about that.
As Coach Robert Signator takes the time off of the McKinley Panthers, first 3rd down and long of the season, and they feel like they have to talk it over.
So McKinley burns one early, and let's see what the Panthers are trying to cook up here. Meanwhile, we'll give you the lovely McKinley High School cheerleaders who are in full effect, as well as the band. This is a really great, not just on the field, but also in the arts, if you will. The cheerleaders and the bands, really rocking. I love these rivalry games with these big schools. You're always going to get a good show no matter what.
That's right, Eric. This is one of the best high school atmospheres in Baton Rouge. In the state of Louisiana, to actually play
McKinley band if I can find him, but I can't see him.
They're over in this corner.
Okay.
A lot of camera angle view.
I'll get him.
And they're kind of silent right now. So.
Is that Scotlandville? Okay. Oh man. They sound good.
Yeah, they do.
So here we go. Third down, 12 yards to go after the penalty. And let's see what McKinley's going to pull. Alexander, another whistle. That's a dead ball foul.
Someone on the McKinley side will buzz it. Maybe Scotlandville is the future.
Dead ball, false start against McKinley. Boy, they're moving in the wrong direction, Perry.
Right. And good thing that the ball was thrown dead here because the Scotlandville Hornets front four was coming very aggressively. They got a lot of penetration.
Yeah.
They were in the backfield quickly.
The offensive line of McKinley looked completely out of sync on that play.
They did. Scotlandville's in a 4-3 for this long third down situation.
Good. That's pretty aggressive.
A lot of people will bring in additional DBs there. And actually, they did move this linebacker out.
Alexander fires way down the middle, not even close to Brandon Butler, and that will bring up fourth down, and I do believe we should expect to see the punting unit.
Yes, that was a bad decision by the quarterback there. That guy was well covered by the Hornet secondary.
I guess he was pressed for time. The only thing I can say positive about it is he put it in a place where his receiver might have had maybe about a 30% chance of getting to it, but the Hornets were not going to pick that one off, and it saved the sack.
Well, we've had a chance to see what the Panther offense will look like for the 2013 campaign. Now we'll have an opportunity to see what the Scotlandville offense looks like.
So kicking it away now, I cannot see that number. Looks like a 34? I can't see the kid's jersey. It's kicked deep though. The Hornets fielded right around midfield, across right at midfield and knocked out of bounds.
That was number 34 who's punting for the Panthers here.
It's Anthony Raby.
And on the return,
Raby, I should say.
Number 11 for the Hornets, Jordan Tucker.
All right. So here we go. Scotlandville gets the ball. Very good field position. 10 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You are watching Scotlandville at McKinley on Louisiana, allamericansports.com.
Looks like the referee's going to put the ball right at midfield.
And they're going to walk it off.
There's a face mask penalty against the Hornets.
It was a face mask or was it hands?
It looked like a
Face mask, yeah, it's 15 yards. You're right, Barry. Well, that's a silly, silly penalty because they were in great field position. You move the ball, you only have to go half the distance of the field to get in the end zone, and now you got a long way to go.
And normally you don't see that on the team that has possession of the ball.
No.
You see that on the opposing team.
That must have happened after the whistle blew, Perry. I mean, either that or it was done during the return at the spot of the foul. That's just not smart. Larry Moore, the center, I formation. Two receivers to his right. Man in motion is number 6, DeAndre Williams. And he loses control of the ball. Oh, boy. But the ball is scooped up on number 35, Kirkland Lewis Jr. Kirkland Lewis scooped it up and runs it all the way inside the red zone of the Scotlandville Hornets.
He had a quick pass to the end zone there.
Oh, my bad at home, folks.
His own player tripped it up as he was going to the end zone. Totally knocked it down.
It looks like Scotlandville got an assist, much like that fellow for the Denver Broncos last night who helped out the Ravens. They wasted the ball at the 2-yard line and just end zone dance.
Kirkland Lewis is a natural linebacker, not used to carrying the ball, so he just wasn't expecting
Oh, of course not.
there.
Boy, that was a tough break for the Hornets, but what a good break there for these Panthers. I'm sorry, the quarterback was Darian Hilliard. I said Larry Moore. That's a McKinley number. Meanwhile, Langtown wrapped up no gain on the run by number 5, Tyrone Scott, and that would bring up second down for the Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like that was just a blown assignment there. The Panthers did a great job of clearing the left side of the line, but no one got up to the second level and blocked the linebacker. But there was no one left there from the Hornets defensive line. the runner was going to be able to go all the way, but then the linebacker came untouched, made a great tackle.
That left Tyrone Scott out there as shark bait. Second down, 12 yards to go is a loss of 2 on the play. I formation for the Panthers, standard I. There's a pass. That was a forward pass. Good call. The pass by Alexander was intended for Brandon Butler. That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
It looks like the weather is impacting the game a little here. We've seen missed snap by the Hornets. That ball was right in Brandon Butler's hands. Went right through it. I don't know if it's weather or his first game jitters.
Could be both, but it's definitely moist and humid enough out here, that's for sure. Here we go. 3rd down, very long, 12 yards to go. Ball at the 17-yard line of the Hornets. Quad formation, 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and the running back to Alexander's left is Scott. Calls the signals, dropping back as Alexander steps up in the pocket, throws it end zone. Too much mustard on that hot dog, baby. Pass is intended for number 1, Henry Harris. Good coverage on the play there by number 15, Chauncey Booker. And that will bring up 4th down, and we'll see what McKinley's going to do. They're going to bring the field goal unit on, a personal favorite of mine.
I think it's a little too far for a field goal, Eric.
Yeah, I can hit that, Perry.
No, the field goal unit's out there.
Yeah, that's about a 33-yard field goal.
Okay, let's see what he's got.
The holder is number 12. David Dubriel, the place kicker, number 80. Is that a 82? And that's Aiden Lopez. Snap, placement, kick, blocked, and it's picked up. It goes into Dubriel's hands, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And I'll tell you what, Perry, that you can blame it on the offensive line because that ball had the arc.
Actually, Eric, I'm blaming on the holder and the snap and too long.
True. Good. You're right. You got to do that in about 1 second flat.
Get it all. I will say this though, the offensive play that on the overthrown pass for the Panthers was a well-designed play. Coach Signator and his offensive staff, the player was wide open, they just didn't execute. So I can look for the Panthers to come back to that play later on this game.
And once again, at least Alexander put it where the enemy wasn't going to get to it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 in the box.
Equipment malfunction. They're making one of the Panthers leave the field. That's like a fumble recovery by number 35. Kirkland Lewis.
So
been replaced by
I formation, slot I, dropping back. There's a fake. Looks, throws very deep and downfield and caught. Oh boy, Darian Williams put a rainbow up to Jordan Tucker, number 11. Tucker made a great catch, being double covered on the play by Jermaine Torrance, number 40, and number 20, Sylvester Neal. Great job there. Good throw by Williams and a very nice catch, very tough catch by Tucker.
Hey, that comes from putting in the work this summer, knowing your personnel. Quarterback knew his receiver would go up and get it, and he did.
Standard I formation. Handoff, Hilliard up the chute. Looks like he goes between the left tackle and guard and is brought down up to about a 3-yard gain at the 46-yard line.
And you know what, Eric? All the minimum was on the McKinley sideline with the fumble and the advancement. But with them not scoring, if Scotlandville can go punch this ball in the end zone, all the momentum will have switched.
Absolutely. Here we go. Second down, 8 yards to go officially. Ball to 46, dropping back. Moore, fires, caught on the right flat, and looks like it's going to be just enough hustle for the first down. That was caught there by number 23, Chris Johnson, and he was finally drug out of bounds. That should be a first down for the Hornets.
Great move. The young man looked like he wanted to go inside. Never really want to go back inside because that's where the pursuit is coming from. I guess he remembers that from his wide receiver coach yelling at in his ear.
Right.
He got to the outside, had a nice game, picked up a first down.
So here we go. It is first down, 10 yards to go. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line of the Panthers. Got a 4-wide formation, and we have a timeout
Scotlandville.
Yep, Scotlandville has their first charge timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Hey, Eric, you putting down a good time? Do we have time for the Coach Signator pregame interview?
Yeah. We had a chance to talk to Coach Robert Signator before the game started. We'll try to get him queued up here momentarily. Might not get him on this break. I just couldn't get power to it. So we'll come back in just a moment to Coach Sig. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be back to the action in just a moment. So here we go. First down, 10 yards to go.
This coverage by
No, I don't get it either. They got 9 men in the box almost. Very close to it. Rolling out is Williams, and he is. Well, I didn't understand it, but clearly they did.
And you know what, Eric? We watched Scotlandville in the warm-ups. Their wide receivers didn't catch very many passes.
Right.
So maybe the Panther coaching staff knows a little more than we know.
Yeah, but I think Jordan Tucker might have taught them something that he didn't know. But no, I did notice that in the pregame myself. So we'll see. They were very confident. There was a host of Panthers players. I couldn't even tell who got to it first. Second down, 14 yards to go. Ball is on the 40-yard line. Darian Williams, the quarterback. He's in shotgun. 4 wide receivers. The running back to his left is number 46, Martin Baptiste. Williams drops back, steps up, throws. It's going to skip off the fingertips of number 40 for the Panthers, Jermaine Terrence. Jermaine Terrence with the block, and that's going to bring up third down.
Okay, so now let's see how the Panthers adjust now with third and long. If they're going to move out of this 4-4 type of defense that they're in. You know what? I take it back. If maybe it's a 4-2-5, the personnel.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. DB oriented.
Especially look at the body types of the guys on the outside. I think that's right. I think that's exactly right, Barry. Shotgun formation, 4 wide, 1 running back. That's Hilliard to his left. Back to throw is Williams. Williams looks, he goes long, he throws long, way long. It's going to be almost picked off, broken up by number 10, Jalen Johnson. That'll bring up fourth down for the Hornets. And we should expect to see the punting unit out.
So neither offense being very efficient on their first few possessions. And here comes the punting for the Scotlandville Hornets. Both teams scored. Scotlandville scored 30 points in their jamboree. McKinley scored 28 in theirs. Those of you that are not familiar with Louisiana jamboree formats, they're only 2 quarters long. So they play a half a game.
Clearly they're kickable.
Right.
Alvin Warner kicking it away for the Hornets, deep to receive. It's a split. It's a dual return formation. That's number 10, Jalen Johnson, and number 6, Brandon Butler, deep to receive for the Panthers. There's the kick. He had to put a lot of work on it, but avoid the block. Good job there. And they're going to let that roll. It's going to be picked up by Jalen Johnson, and he's stacked up around the 15 and brought down by a host of Hornets players feeling the sting, and it is first down and 10 yards to go for the Panthers.
You know what, that may not have been a bad decision. That goes against traditional teaching in football. However, I think that if you would have let that ball roll, then Scotlandville wouldn't have been able to down it inside the McKinley 5 yard.
Their gunner was awfully close to it. Actually, that was a good punt. Now that I'm talking about it, you could see that he was that Warner was trying to rush it off because there was a hand right there, but he got it up.
He got it up, and nice distance, nice cover by the Scotlandville Hornets, and a nice play by McKinley.
Special teams are special. So here we go. First down, 10 yards to go. Trips right. Alexander, the quarterback, hands it off. He's going to bounce it to his left, and he is brought down very quickly by number 9, Donald Freeman. That was Tyrone Scott again on the run.
And that's the third time in 3 possessions that the McKinley Panthers have gone to that power zone. Watch for the quarterback sneak out the back door off of the fake coming up soon.
So let's see what we have here. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Alexander, the quarterback, in shotgun. The running back, the long running back is Scott. Oh, he's going to have to, that was, the penetration was fast. And oh my goodness, took his head off. And Alexander really fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think that was quite a sack. He did get it back to the line of scrimmage. 6:33 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, the Hornets are just peeling back, and they're not respecting the running game at all.
They're letting it rip.
Bring it on out. You know, so the quarterback draw was not a bad decision. Because of his helmet came off, the rule is he's got to sit out one play, Aaron.
That's
so
not good.
Now you're going to have a backup quarterback in on 3rd and 10 for the McKinley Panthers. That backup quarterback is number 17. That's Christian Smith.
So let's see what Mr. Smith is going to bring to the table here.
Now, he did throw a touchdown pass last week in the Jamboree.
And we have another timeout. Well, they're burning through them very quickly. Oh no, we have illegal touching.
No, referee timeout,
Okay.
water break.
Okay.
So that may allow the Panthers to put their player back in.
I'm sure they're going to get some clarification on that rule if they have their druthers. They're certainly going to want their guy back in the game.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that on.
All right, so we had a chance to wrap with Coach Sig shortly before the game. Let's see what he had to say. How do you get the power? Eric Hatfield with LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. I am live here with Coach Robert Signator of the McKinley Panthers as we are just moments away from our first kickoff of the season on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com as the lightning is starting to clear up. Coach, now is this your first game or did you have a jamboree, or tell us what we got?
We had a jamboree last week against Northeast, and it's the first regular season game.
Scotlandville and McKinley have played each other many times in just about every sport. How are you liking it? We'll get back to that interview with Coach Signator very shortly. We are back to the action. It is 3rd down and very long for the Panthers. And it's going to be 4th and 1 yard less than very, very long for the Panthers.
Yeah, they played it safe. They went with the bubble screen to their sideline to Brandon Butler, who got nowhere.
Right.
So that was a safe play. They made a couple turns with the punt.
So with that, the Panthers will boot it away, and the punter, number 34, Anthony Raby.
He's awfully close.
Let's see, they're about, they're only 13 yards deep for the kick. Raby boots it away. It's a little bit of a wobbler. Bounces around midfield, scooped up by Jones. I'm sorry, not Jones. That's Tucker. Tucker still on his feet. There's a flag down. And let's see what the call is.
Sylvester Neal on the tackle. He's an 11th grade cornerback for the Panthers.
We have a illegal. Looks like a block in the back, an illegal use of the illegal use of the hands, and that's against the Panthers. And once again, they have squandered a very nice special teams play. That by Jordan Tucker. Jordan Tucker's looks so far, first impression is a pretty good player.
Now, once again, moves the Hornets back on their side of the field when they could have started. Last time they could have started right at midfield. This time they could have started in McKinley territory. Now they're starting it on their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Randall can be too pleased with that.
No, he will not be. But those are the type of things you work out in the first game, non-district games. Both of these teams are playing for their districts with the new configuration of football playoffs in Louisiana. Both of these teams should be fairly safe to make the non-select playoff.
Wow, a nice run there by Hilliard. He's going to get it out to about the 46-yard line, but there was a great penetration by number 35 of the Panthers. Kirkland Lewis Jr. just blew up the left side of Scotlandville's line.
And now that I'm thinking, I actually think Scotlandville was determined to be a select school. And McKinley may have been as well because of their
magnet status, yeah.
Programs. I've got to double check that.
Yeah, that's we have a gentleman to our right who's nodding right along. Yes, it is. So that's good to have a little help. So we have arc motion. There's the handoff around the left-hand side. That's number 23. He had that ball earlier. That's get the license of that truck. Chris Johnson. Not to be confused with Chris Johnson of the Tennessee Titans, but that gain was very similar. With 4:20 to go in the open period, it's going to be a first down for the Hornets. They have the ball at the 32-yard line.
Eric, that may cause problems for the Panthers. That was some tremendous speed on the end.
Yeah, he got a Chris Johnson. He looked about as relatively fast as the real Chris Johnson. It's a nice job there.
So let's see how the Panthers adjust to that.
So shotgun formation now as we have Darian Williams in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to his left. Man in motion. There's the handoff, end around. That's Hilliard. Hilliard all the way to the 20 to the 15. He's finally taken out of bounds. A good, nice hard hit by number 10, Jalen Johnson, but not before the Hornets have, it might be a first and goal depending on the spot. It's going to be a first and 10, spotted at the 12-yard line. And Scotlandville's knocking on the door.
Yeah, Eric, they might as well milk that for all it's worth until McKinley can make the adjustment to that. I would run it again.
Yeah, I mean, make them stop you. They haven't. It was, in fact, a jet sweep. I formation, standard I. Tight end lineup on the left. Ball's and another fumble. This was how Scotlandville, how the Hornets lost possession of the ball when they were knocking on the door earlier, when they were in the red zone. Fortunately for the Hornets, they do pounce on that ball and recover it.
And that was number 44 for the Hornets on the recovery, Joshua Williams, fullback. And they came out in a traditional I set that time instead of the empty set and the arc motion. To give them the jet sweep look, they decided to go traditional. And the most fundamental thing in offensive football is the center quarterback exchange.
Yeah, and that exchange was returned, defective. First down, 10 yards, second down, 12 yards to go. I formation, standard I, and we have a flag.
Well, number 6 was confused, DeAndre Williams. So the Hornet quarterback, Darian Williams, was trying to position him in the right way, but it didn't look like Darian Williams ever understood where Darian Williams wanted it.
Yeah.
So they had to call timeout.
No, actually they called an illegal motion penalty and backed him up 5 yards.
Oh, wow. And
yeah.
then it still looks like they took the timeout.
And they want the timeout.
Yeah.
Yep, so, okay. Well, I guess he must have jumped.
Oh, no. Coach is going to milk this.
Yeah, you can say, there's Eric Randall on the field.
So once they tell him that they gave him the penalty, he'll probably send his team back out and tell him he doesn't want the timeout.
Right now, it looks like he's taking it.
He's going to take it. Okay. That gives him 1 left for the half here.
They're burning him up quickly. Huh. He must have moved illegally before they called that timeout.
Yeah, because it couldn't have been delay of game. The referees would have gone ahead and given him the timeout, or they would have gone ahead and given him the option to move away from the timeout.
So here we go, first down, 17 yards to go for the Hornets. I formation, standard I, tight end to the left. Oh, wow, big pressure right there, and he's brought down. Darian Williams almost escaped, but almost only counts with horseshoes and with hand grenades, Perry. That was a sack by number 67. I don't have him on the roster, but good job. That's 57, I'm sorry. Number 57, Daniel James. Good job by that young man. And good job of him sticking with it. I mean, he could have easily, let him slip.
Because there was an open receiver there, Eric. The slant was open. Great play call by Coach Randall.
Yeah, I don't think Darian Williams knew what hit him. I think he panicked. I can say he panicked because he held onto the ball. He could have done something silly with it. So I've seen both.
Right.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and the long setback is Dontrell Hilliard. Dropping back to throw is Darian Williams. He's under pressure. Good block there by Hilliard. Goes way downfield. It's caught, and he held onto the ball. It's not going to be enough, though. It's going to be fourth down. Excellent catch there, though, by number, is that 87?
Yes. And I don't have a number on him, Aaron.
Number 87, you're right. No, number 87. So it's fourth down, 5 yards to go. There's no field goal unit coming out for the Hornets. So looks like they're going to try to go for it.
Here comes the field goal.
Here they come.
Yeah, you want to get some points on the board
Absolutely.
here. Unless you know that, this is a bad angle for your field goal kicker. And 5A football, though, you would think that he could make this shot.
Yeah, that's about a 22-yard field goal. That's like an extra point.
Right.
So the holder's the guy with the good hands, number 87. We just don't have a name for that young man.
And he's left-footed, so this is a great angle for him.
And we have a flag. Wow. So DeAndre Ingram was coming out to kick the chip, well, I won't say a chip shot in high school football, but the short field goal.
No such thing. They're going to bag it up 5 yards.
Illegal a delay of game. So they're going to back it up. A couple of yards there.
Actually, I think that's better than taking that time out there, your last time out, wasting your last time.
Oh, no, yeah, not for that, because this is, maybe a little more than a 50-50 proposition, depending on what young DeAndre can do. He gets a lot of arc on it, but it is short. It's actually playable. They won't play it, and it's no good. And the score. So you know what? Perry would have made it.
He would have made it from 5 yards closer.
Yep, that kick cost him. So with 58.2 seconds remaining in the opening period, we still have no score.
Wow. Well, and the Hornets are just shooting themselves in the foot.
They really have. They've done everything to help. Like LSU did with TC Dallas, they are doing everything to help out their opponent right now.
Now, as far as the Panthers' offense goes, they've just been pretty unproductive. And they haven't started with great field position.
No.
The Hornets have started with excellent position.
So McKinley getting all the breaks and certainly benefiting from all the mental errors by the Hornets, the last of which cost DeAndre Ingram what would have been probably would have been a field goal, all things being equal. Alexander, the quarterback, man in motion is number 8, Dallin Coleman. There's the handoff. I believe that's Scott again, and Scott is going to pick up maybe a couple. Tyrone Scott around the left side, and he's going to gain maybe a yard.
That time this is the zone
2 yards.
without the power. There was no pulling guard. Again, I'm looking for that quarterback to fake that and keep it going the other direction.
So that's a long 1 yard there by Tyrone Scott. Second down, 9 yards to go. This might be the final play of the period, depending on what happens here. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Not trips. 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Alexander back to throw. Fires to the sideline and it's dropped. Oh boy, Henry Harris might have had some Frisco or some Butterfingers before the game because he had Butterfingers on that play. 17.4 seconds remaining in the period. We have no score. This third down and long, 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
That young man will hear it from Coach Signator, I'm sure.
Yeah, you got to catch that. He must have been. It looked like he was anticipating the footsteps of his opponent because it looked like he took his eye off the ball at the last moment. 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Running back, 2 quarterbacks left. Is Scott, dropping back is Alexander, throws it downfield, high, overthrown, and just kind of splits. The Scott was the secondary, that was the 4th down with 11 seconds to go on the board.
Now, you've seen him overthrow across the middle frequently this quarter. And, on one hand, his player gets to it, but that's not where you want to make that throw high.
No, that's going to end badly eventually.
Eventually, that safety's going to pick that off.
He's going to be going to look for it after a while.
Right.
So he to receive for the Hornets are number 11, that's Tucker. And the young man to the left's going to pick, and he muffs the punt, picks it back up, that's number 37. We'll get the name on him shortly. Picks up about 8 yards, 7 yards on the return.
I don't have a 37 on the Hornet.
So it looks like 7 might be an unlucky number. We don't have an 87, we don't have 37.
But once again, the Hornets starting off in great.
So the Hornets with another short field. Another opportunity after about a short 7-yard return on the play by number 37. So while we have a break in the action, it's the end of the first quarter, we'll try to get you the comments from Coach Sig. So let's pick up where we left off. Coach Sig talking about some of his returning players. Chances tonight, what do you know about them and how do they match up with you all?
Well, it's a rivalry. You know, they match up well. Last few years, the game's been coming down to the very last play of the game. And we just want to execute and hope we don't come to last play. Hope we get control.
Now, who won last year's game?
We won last year's game.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, and Barry Daniels is our other broadcaster. He's an alum, so I do seem to remember him keeping his ear glued. So we'll get back to Coach Sig shortly as we're back to the action. Shotgun formation for the Hornets. Back to throw is Darian Williams. He completes it over to Hilliard. Hilliard is finally wrestled out of bounds a couple of yards short of the first down at the 40-yard line.
Eric, about how many people would you estimate here in the crowd?
Oh, man. I think we're looking at least 1,000. I'm going to guesstimate, I'll say 1,400. What do you think?
I had no idea. That's why I didn't know where to begin.
I'm going to have to take a closer look. It's a lot easier to do with the Madison prep crowds.
Right. Madison prep happens to be playing over at McKinley tonight.
Oh, wow. Oh, that explains why they're not. why McKinley isn't at McKinley. Of course, I think they could use the extra space, too. So rolling out is Hilliard. And he got the first. He should have the first down. He should have just enough. I think he needed 2. It looked like he gave 3. Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line. So that's a first down for the Hornets.
All right, so let's see if somebody can put the ball in the end zone.
They have been scoring challenged thus far. They clearly have the personnel, capable personnel, but kind of hard to do when you're facing a credible defense and make a series of mental errors. In motion, that's Johnson. Oh, Williams is wrapped up like a present. He wasn't fooling everybody. The motion, number 75. Austin Williams did not bite on the play action, and he swallowed up Darian Williams whole.
Here's what happened, Eric. They had some success with the jet sweep, but they ran it to the short side of the field. No one thought that they were running it.
Right.
They could have held that play another quarter or so, a few more times. The Panthers haven't stopped the jet sweep. It wasn't quite time for the trap.
Call me crazy, Perry, but the only way to make him bite was to have run it before.
Yeah.
So, shotgun formation. 2 receivers to each side. Williams, nice tight spiral to Johnson. He drops the ball. Perry, we're going to have to start doing a new sponsor. We're going to have to get like either Church's or Popeyes or Butterfinger or Burger King, some kind of other greasy food, or Crisco, something when these kids are dropping these passes that are hitting them right in the bread basket. Looks like he had a side of Crisco before the game. Ineligible sponsors would be Scotch tape, super glue, liquid nails. Here we go, 3rd down, 15 yards to go. Long field for the Hornets. Ball's at the 41-yard line, 9:45 to go in the second period. Shotgun formation, Williams looking, he throws, he has a nice arcing pass downfield, and it is dropped. It is dropped. Pass is intended, looks like it's number 14, Nicholas Jones, I believe it was?
Yeah.
Nicholas Jones.
No, Adrian North. Darian North.
Coach?
Darian North.
That was 14? You're right, my bad. And if there's an eyewear sponsor, as I say every year out there, who looking to sponsor the broadcast, I'm definitely your guy. That has definitely not changed.
But you know what, Eric? He went deep, and the young man couldn't hold on to the ball. But there was a guy in the middle of the field, number 87, who we don't have a name on. There wasn't a blue jersey within 15 yards of him.
And you know what, though? It was a good pass. And he hit it. I mean, I'll tell you what, Williams throws a nice tight spiral. Throws a good pass for a high school quarterback. And it's going to be booted away. Nice kick. It's going to bounce inside the 10-yard line. Takes a McKinley bounce. It'll go back out to the 10. Well, you better watch that.
Why is he standing right there on top?
Yeah, that is ill-advised. That is very ill-advised. That could have been very costly. Was 18 the Scotlandville punter pairing, or was that somebody else?
I didn't pick it up.
So we have, is that a personal foul we're calling against the Panthers?
If so, it'll be half the distance. Right now the ball's on the 10, so it looks like they'll start off on the 5.
So they're going to do like Juvenile and back the thing up. 5 yards. 9:22. 9:22 to go in the period, in the half.
And it's interesting, the Panthers have not been under center at all. And, you know, I guess they're extremely comfortable in that shotgun position, but this would make me nervous.
Yeah.
In my own end zone.
I mean, even NFL coaches will be a little nervous when you're taking a snap in the end zone. This is 5A football. I hope they practiced this play before. That's all I can say. Alexander, boy, they're going to practice some more. He looks, he throws, he fires downfield, overthrows his receiver. That was number 1, Heine Harris, the intended receiver, and they were really lucky to get away with that without giving Scotlandville the first 2 points of the game.
I'm not sure what his intent was there, Eric.
Looked like he wanted to run, and then it closed off, but he thought he could run again.
Downfield,
Yeah.
so it was a design pass.
I don't think they're going to call that again. Not on second down anyway.
Where's the zone play that you run? Hand that ball off.
All right, here we go. There's another shotgun formation, 4 wide. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Scott Malone setback. Alexander back to throw. Throws it, and it's tipped and ricochets. It went off of 2 players. It went off of number 8, Dalen Coleman, and number 1, Heine Harris. I think it was intended for Coleman. Once again, actually, that was not a bad pass.
No, the receiver messed the play up. His man came in on the blitz. He's supposed to stop and turn around.
Right.
He ran into coverage, which had the quarterback have to throw the ball where he did. The quarterback got on him after the play and told him, hey, you just need to turn around right there. You're wide open.
For our armchair quarterbacks, Coleman would have been the hot receiver.
Yes, he would have been the hot receiver. That's the right time.
Trips left, 1 right. Back to throw is Alexander. Alexander in the shadows of his own end zone throws it. It's tipped at the line. Not a good throw. Pass was intended for number 1, Heine Harris, and that'll bring out the punt unit. So very non-productive sequence there, and Scotlandville is going to probably have possession on their side of the field again. Punting it away for the Panthers is number 34, Anthony Raby. Deep to receive again are Tucker and our unknown player, number 87. Raby, boots it away, very nearly blocked. Good job picking it up there by Patrick Green, number 4. Good saving block. It's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see where the Zebras spotted. They're going to spot it around the 44-yard line. Ball's at the 45. Actually, they're going to move it up to the 44. 8:55 remaining in the half. And here come the Hornets up to the line of scrimmage.
All right.
Under center, standard I formation. Under center is Williams. Williams drops back, hands it up. Oh boy, and Dontrell Hilliard is stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. He's going to lose about a yard. Loses about a yard of the play.
It's Daniel James on the tackle.
What's James's number?
57.
He's made. That's the second big play he's made. He blew up the line earlier tonight, forced a rush throw from Dontrell Williams. Not sure why the clock has stopped running, but anyway, 8:49 to go in the.
There was a penalty.
Boy, they're just shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties, Barry. What was the call? Did you see?
No, I couldn't tell what the sign was.
So Williams picks the 5 yards back, and a little bit more than that. He's got the ball. He's stacked up a very good game. That's about a 13-yard run. And let's see where they spot it officially.
It's going to be about a yard short of the first down here. Gary Williams with a great elusive move there to avoid a lot of would-be McKinley tackle.
So a 13-yard carry by Darian Williams. Good heads-up play watching the line open up and the field part for him.
I think that's how the scoring drought is going to have to be broken here. One of these athletes is just going to have to make a tremendous play and break a few tackles to get into the end zone.
Short yardage. There's the motion. And that failed.
That's number 57 again.
Boy, that young man is having a heck of a day.
Daniel James.
So I think we know where the defensive stud is, at least in the front 7 for McKinley. And now we're up 4th down, 3 yards to go, and the Hornets will punt the ball away.
Why not? They're winning the field position now.
Absolutely. Might as well pin them deep, take away any hope of them, most of the hope of them scoring on this drive.
Yeah, you try to hold McKinley to 3 and out, maybe get it in better field position. Maybe we can get a turnover from McKinley now. I'd watch the fake here, though, as well.
They're not afraid to do it either. So, booting the ball away. That's, roll! They blew an opportunity.
Oh, he let it roll. He watched it roll into the end zone.
I think he looked at it, and it's one of those moments where he didn't know what to do. Oh, well, they could have had them pinned very deep, so that's a...
That backfired. That strategy backfired. Yeah. In a situation like that, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, that was a 38-yard punt by Alvin Warner. It looks like they might have benefited from their own incompetence, though, as we might have a false start, which would be a dead ball foul, which would mean that Scotlandville gets to kick it again.
Well, then it can't be a false start. The defense can't false start.
That is a false start, a decline.
It was on Scotlandville. It was on Scotlandville. McKinley's decline.
You can't decline a false start. It's a dead ball foul, right?
We got to get some clarification from our referee.
That's not a dead ball foul? It was offside, so it was not false start. False start's a dead ball, right? Okay, well, we got some clarification. It's just a boo-boo down the field. The officials in the booth are telling us that should have been blown dead, but
once it's played, we have to decline.
No, they just messed up, is what he's saying. I think it kind of is what it is. Probably doesn't want Coach Stig to take his head off either. Tyrone Scott up the middle, and that's a nice game for McKinley. One of the better first down plays we've seen from the Panthers tonight.
You know, that play just gives that running back so many options to cut back, to come play side. You know, he just has a lot of options there.
And one thing we know is that the passing game isn't working tonight.
If the passing game isn't working, and I tell you what, that play is going to cease working if that quarterback doesn't pull it sometime and run.
Alexander in the shotgun. Scott set to his right. Shotgun. There's the handoff to Scott up the middle with the ball to the about the 34-yard line. And we have a timeout.
No, first down, move the chains. Once they get the chains set, they'll restart the clock.
Okay. 6:27 remaining in the first half. Ball's at the 34-yard line.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, appreciate that. And there goes Alexander. He does run with the ball finally. And that's going to make it second down and short for the Panthers.
Quarterback's helmet is off again. Looks like they're going to allow him to put it back on because
personal foul face mask against the Hornets. That's a the Hornets. If the Hornets do not win this game, I can only imagine that Coach Randall will be giving them the riot act on penalties.
And you know what, Aaron? A couple of things, and I think we'll see later on in this game. This is a residual effect of the starting process of high school football being later in Louisiana. You've got less time to spend with your team to instill the type of discipline that you need. Although the McKinley Panthers aren't making a whole lot of penalties, the Scotlandville Hornets are. But I just think that if you had more time with your team prior to the season starting,
right,
then you could do that. Then you could instill, you'd see a lot less penalties. You would also see a lot less cramping. We haven't seen that so far.
Right, knock on wood.
Yes, these two teams seem to be in pretty good condition, but we won't be able to tell until the second half.
So that's, we've got a timeout for water, speaking of hydration.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and get the rest of Coach Sig's comments if we have ample time.
I think you got it.
I had it. All right, there we go.
All right, so again, we're in 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Coach Signator's interview, pregame interview.
Eric Hatfield with Louisiana All-American Sports. All right, we're going to have to come back to that in just a moment.
The cue up is delaying us.
Oh, Alexander looking. He's going to step up in the pocket and run with it. He's got the first down. So good job there.
Oh, he's short. Penalty flag. Let's hope. Well, let's see. Penalty flag. I don't know who it's on. We had a couple players jaw-jacking at about the 35-yard line. On both sides, the referees are putting number 71 for the Panthers out of the game. Making him go to the sideline.
Yep.
You just received a slap in the head from Coach Signator.
That was the could have had a V8 slap, but only with the.
Keon Smart too, pretty good basketball player.
Well, in that exchange, Keon was not smart. You just don't do that. You don't get kicked out of a game like that. You're not helping your team or your coach one iota.
I think he's some kin to Keith Smart.
Oh, that's right.
NBA basketball player and NBA head basketball coach.
That's right. We had discussed this. Where is Keith Smart coaching right now? He's with
I think he's on someone's staff. He was the last head coaching job he had, I think, was Sacramento.
Right. So the football gods give it, the referees take it away, and the second down and 6 yards to go after the penalty. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. The lone setback is Scott. Oh, it's a direct snap to Tyrone Scott. Thank you. I couldn't spit that one out. Not to be confused with the wild kitten formation. That was just a direct snap, no razzle-dazzle there.
I'm just confused. I don't know. The offenses don't look like they're clicking, either offense, and it could be attributed to both defenses
Right.
playing very well.
This is really the most sustained drive that we've seen all evening.
Out of McKinley.
Yeah, out of either.
Either squad. I guess you're right. Well, this has been aided with penalties.
Right. I formation, up the shoot. I did not catch you had the ball. And we have a timeout, and Scotlandville's going to call their final timeout. Or are there? Oh, it's a first down. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that timeout's to stop the clock. Okay. Sorry about that at home, folks. There are a few different ground rules in high school football than there are in college or the pros.
McKinley's going to use a timeout, though.
So McKinley calls their second timeout. That was Justin Epps who barreled up the middle for that first down for the Panthers. So back to Coach Sig.
I mean, we got a lot of starters that's back from last year that got significant minutes. Charles, Daniel James, Epps, Nick Wiggins, Justin Epps, Nick Wiggins. Jordan Game, all those guys played last year.
Are any of those young men prospects for college recruitment?
Yeah, well, we got one, the kid Marquise Caitlin. LSU has an interest in him, and a few other guys. Got a few Knicks, Butler, Joseph Banks, and Tyrone Scott.
Okay. And Joseph plays. Is he on the basketball team?
No, he plays baseball.
Baseball. Okay, I know I've seen his name a couple of places before.
Yeah,
all right, well, Coach, I'll stop talking a hole in here. I can do it all day. Best of luck tonight. Take care. Hey. All right, that was Coach Robert Signator of the host McKinley Panthers. We are just moments away from kickoff here on Louisiana, allamericansports.com. So that was earlier in the game, while we still had some of the weather-related issues.
Keon Smart is back on the field for the Panthers.
Oh, loose ball. Perry, what happened? All I saw were bodies scrambling.
There was a bubble screen out to Brandon Butler. He tried to come back inside, and when you do that, you get all of the traffic. That's where the pursuit is coming from.
Right.
One of those guys hit the ball as he was coming back inside, popped it out, but unfortunately it took a McKinley bounce, and Brandon Butler was able to recover the fumble.
That was a forward pass, was it not? I guess it was a fumble. They said it was loose.
Yeah. He caught it. He
caught it and lost the ball.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
My bad. Alexander going for the end zone. He throws. Touchdown! Pass from Alexander. A 28-yard touchdown pass to Honey Harris. Travion Alexander, his first touchdown pass of the season. And the McKinley Panthers draw first blood.
Not bad coverage at all by the Hornets. Just a great pass.
Perfect throw.
Perfect throw. Honey Harris turned, caught it on his back shoulder, kept both his feet in bounds for the score.
We got on Travion Alexander quite a bit for overthrowing his guys, but that time it was spot on. It was a cruise missile.
That's right. Great job. Well executed by the Panthers.
So coming out to attempt the extra point for the Panthers is number 82. That's Perez. That's Aiden Lopez. The extra point is good. The score: the Panthers 7, the Scotlandville Hornets 0, with 3 minutes 59 seconds remaining in the half here on Louisiana, allamericansports.com. All right, and we got through the end of that interview there with Coach Sig, and Coach Sig, he named a lot of players that he said were his studs, and Honey Harris is on that list too, and we've really seen it so far. He's really been hustling. He's been out there making an impact on this game tonight.
Right, and he's a captain as well, and now we see why.
So the kick is deep, and it's muffed. It's muffed by Chris Johnson and touches the back of the end zone. So that ball is blown dead, and they'll go to the 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Updates from the world of baseball, Eric. The New York Yankees are up 8-4 in the 7th on the Red Sox. The Indians are up 4-1 on the Mets in the 8th.
Do we have LA and Cincinnati?
We have the Cincinnati Reds 3, the Dodgers 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And the St. Louis Cardinals 5, the Pittsburgh Pirates 0.
That is the critical matchup of the evening right there, because especially for the Pirates have a much tougher schedule down the stretch. The Cardinals, I believe, are going to really coast after this meeting with Pittsburgh, and they've struggled to beat Pittsburgh this year.
They have, and they just left a tough series with Cincinnati, losing 2 out of 3.
That's the first time Cincinnati showed up against the Cardinals. So here we go, because they really had owned the Reds up until that point, but this is when it counts the most.
Pirates a game and a half up going into that game today over the St. Louis Cardinals.
Is that series in St. Louis or Pittsburgh?
It's in St. Louis.
3 minutes 35 seconds remaining in the half.
Pirates are being really deliberate here.
They sure are. It's like they're trying to grind it out. I guess maybe Coach Randall doesn't want to risk a boo-boo before halftime, as they've been plagued by them. Williams crunch!
But it seems to disturb their rhythm. Why haven't we seen the Jets sweep? It's like the Panthers haven't stopped it. The Hornets have just stopped running it.
Meanwhile, Nicholas Wiggins just blows up the middle of the Hornets' offensive line and sacks Darian Williams. Again, that's at least the third time I can recall that he's been sacked. They have really blown up the middle of that line, multi-sack or no sack. They made him hurry. They've gotten to him. They've hit him. The interior line has really struggled tonight for Scotlandville. So here come the Hornets. 3 wide receivers, I formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
And I guess I should say that it's real easy to say why and second guess from up here.
Right. And another dog pile. And that was number 44. That's Jordan Gabriel now with the sack. That's 4 times that Williams has joined the Eat Grass Club, and that will bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come onto the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if McKinley takes a timeout here. They've elected not to. I guess they're going to use it once they have the ball.
Right. Yeah, makes sense if you only got 1 remaining.
Well, you can kind of control the clock a little bit more when you have the ball. It's now that you can't control it.
So here we go. 154, 153 and counting. Now the play clock starts. So you're right, Perry. A lot of time is ticking off of that clock for the Panthers. But it looks like Scotlandville didn't have their personnel assignments right.
And they're going to have to burn a timeout anyway.
And now Scotlandville is going to burn the timeout.
That's ill-advised.
Yeah.
Well, what happens there, if you're going to burn that timeout, you let that play clock go down to within 5 seconds, then you burn your timeout if you just have to.
Yeah. I think the clock looked like it was getting, where was it, Perry?
It was at 19 when they called it.
They had a lot of time. So there's been a little bit of mental mismanagement of this game tonight.
But you work those things out. Again, it's the first game of the season, Eric. And just like, we're working out some kinks as well. And so are both teams, and they're trying to get primed for, even though this is a rivalry game and both teams want to win it bad, they're really positioning themselves to be at peak performance in their districts.
Right. 1:39 to go. Scotlandville has now used its final timeout, and looks like they'll put it away to the Panthers. Deep to receive for the Panthers, number 10. And that's Jalen Johnson, and is that Tyrone Scott, I believe, is also that deep for McKinley? Looks like Tyrone Scott from here. I stand corrected, that's Brandon Butler. So kicking away for the Hornets, the punter, number 52, that's Jarvis Bingham. 11 seconds on the play clock, 10 seconds on the play clock. They better get cracking. Bingham takes the ball, boots it away, hits it kind of
up in the air.
Rainbow kick. Oh my goodness, we were speaking about St. Louis. It looks like they duplicated the arc, and number 37 is going to fall. I'm sorry, it's number 33 is going to fall on it. That's Joseph Square. And Square falls squarely on the ball at the 38-yard line, and this will likely be the final possession of the first half for the McKinley Panthers with 1:29 remaining in the half.
Well, I tell you what, Eric, I would look for the fade route again to the wide side of the field this time from the McKinley Panthers before that clock strikes 0. I look for them to go on top and try to get another score.
We'd like to thank those of you that are just tuning into LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com and like to let you know we'll be bringing you Game of the Week coverage of elite high school football all year long. Shotgun formation with one tight end, two receivers right, two left. Alexander fires, goes over the shoulder, it's caught, nice catch, and all of a sudden, I was making jokes about Crisco and Butterfingers and everything, and now all of a sudden they got some sticky fingers as these Panthers are getting their hands on the football, and another first down late with 1:23 remaining in the first half.
That's Brandon Butler with the reception. Looks like there was a little mix-up on the route running there, but that didn't stop Brandon Butler from holding on to the football.
So finally, the Panthers are finally getting to it. They must have put some stickum on their jerseys or something now. Shotgun formation, four wide receivers. Alexander steps up. He's going to run with it. He has the ball. He's inside to about the 10-yard line and stacked up by a host of Scotlandville players. But not before he picks up a first down and goal to go for the Panthers as we are inside the final minute of the first half.
Yes. Now the Panthers still have a timeout left. They decide not to use it here. They're going to get the play off.
Probably going to try to put the ball in there at least one more time.
Well, you want to hold on to it as long as you can, and that gives you the option to run the ball.
Trips left, one to the right. Alexander drops back, looks.
Oh, wide open! He had two wide open receivers. The end route, the gentleman that he elected to throw it to, he just overthrew him, which we've seen a lot this evening. He's not following through. His pass is staying high anytime he has to come across the middle. But he also had Brandon Butler open on the sideline. Wow, that's just a missed opportunity by the Panthers. Hopefully they can convert here.
Dubriel was the intended receiver. And running with the ball, Alexander is going to be stopped and dropped. Oh, he gets his head taken off. That's yet another face mask. Donald Freeman took his head off, and that's going to move it half the distance to the goal with 27.8 seconds to go in the period.
Eric, that penalty is going to allow the Panthers to hold on to their distance halfway to the goal line, which should put the ball right at about inside the 5. That's the perfect scenario for McKinley.
Very silly foul there.
Again, the penalties are hurting the Hornets.
Oh, they are shooting themselves in the foot thoroughly. So here we go. "20 seconds to go. The Panthers better move it along here. There's the handoff. Scott, and now we're going to have to call that last time out. Scott dives to about the 2-yard line.
Okay, Eric, what do you do here? You've got, maybe time for 2 plays.
Put it up in the air. You got to
throw it. You've got to throw it. You're out of timeouts. Do you get your quarterback out of the pocket? Give him if I had the old Chad Williams.
I'd flood it. I agree with you. I'd flood it to the long side of the field.
Yeah, to the wide side of the field. Give him an option to run it or throw it. Although now that play takes a little while to develop.
You only have 9 seconds.
Right.
Definitely they need to act quickly. If you're going to run a play like that, if you're going to run a flood, you probably should do it now to have any hope of having time remaining on the clock if it fails.
And you have to keep him in the pocket. I don't think you can roll him out of the pocket if he's not a strong runner. And the quarterback doesn't seem to be a very strong runner.
No, there doesn't appear to be that kind of time available for the Panthers to do that.
They're going into an eye set. Maybe sneak the fullback out into the flats.
So here we go, folks. And they're going to throw it. It's a fade. Caught by number 9 by Marquise Cager. Touchdown for the Panthers. And with 4 seconds to go in the first half, McKinley has taken the lead 13-0.
Wow, Marquise Cager, the transfer from Estroma High. who elected to go to McKinley. He's a basketball player, Eric, with football talent. He actually quarterbacked the Estruma game against Madison Prep last year.
Say the name again?
Marquise Kegler.
That's, you know what, I was wondering why that name smacked for something familiar that would do it.
Yeah.
So on the attempt, the extra point is Lopez. Snap, placement, kick, blocked. So that'll do that. Got to get the placement and the hold off faster. That's the second time Dubriel has struggled to get that ball down quickly.
And those are the type of things that come with time. That'll come with time. As the season progresses, they'll get quicker on that, more efficient. Excellent play call by the Panthers. I was questioning it at first, but it was well executed. Either
they knew what they practiced that one.
Right. Either DeLon Coleman was going to catch the ball or it was going to fall incomplete. And that would have left them enough time to get the field goal off. So excellent play call.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach. McKinley coaching staff just walked by. He called the play.
So there's the kick. It's a little dribbler there. Ball bounces up, and that's gonna be the end of the first. Well, we'll see. 1 second to go in the half.
That'll give the Hornets one play, and they'll probably elect to take a knee there. The way they played the last possession looks like they weren't trying to score at all. And if you weren't doing it last possession, I doubt that you're going to try to score on one play here.
So let's see what we have here. Standard I formation.
They've had trouble with the snap.
Oh my goodness, there's Daniel.
They've got to change up the snap count because
he's jumping the snap.
James, he knows the snap.
Well, Daniel James again with his third sack of the evening. This is getting out of control. So that's the end of the first half. The score, the McKinley Panthers 13, the visiting Scotlandville Hornets nothing. Here at halftime, you are watching Louisiana High School Athletic Association football here on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. All right, so I'm going to race down and see if I can't catch the coaching squad.
Yes. It's 2 pages. It's 2 pages.
Get right behind these guys here.
Doing all right? They're doing good, man.
You announcing here now?
Yeah.
How long you been over here?
This is my first year over here.
Okay.
Yeah, Shirley came over here. So, it's fun.
They was getting it bad.
Yeah.
Boy, I scored 21 points in him in like 3 minutes.
What? Yeah, well, they playing Central, right?
Triple along that.
Who?
Triple.
Oh, okay. All right, you're welcome. We are at halftime with McKinley up 13-0 over the Scotlandville Hornets.
Scotlandville band on the field.
Where are you getting that update?
Oh, I got a coach down there texting me.
On the Scotlandville, 37 and 87 on there.
Okay. I think we had it.
Ain't no to say so. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The band Midfield June presents to the sounds of Never Knew Love Like This.
The game live? What's it showing on? What so you can go back and see it anytime? Alright.
We'll have it uploaded to YouTube by the morning.
Yeah.
The high steppers will be down to the sounds of Right Now by Rihanna. Make some noise. is the birds in Ireland. We are the birds. Get ready as the big blue band from Scotlandville performs their opening drill to Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald.